Welcome home, sis. Whether you're driving, folding laundry, walking, or sitting still with your coffee, take a deep breath with me right now. Take a deep breath in and let it out nice and slow. Good. Let's do it again. Take a nice deep breath and let it out nice and slow. Remember, breath is life. And if you took a breath with me, you just took the first act of a cycle breaker. You paused, you chose presence over autopilot, and that, beloved, is exactly what we're talking about today. This is She Heals, the space where we don't just talk about healing, we practice it together out loud. I'm Lynette, and I've spent almost 30 years sitting with women in their pain, in their breakthrough, in their bodies, and in their becoming. And today's conversation is one that lives close to my heart because I didn't just study this, I live it. And I'm a cycle breaker. And if you're listening to today's, chances are you are too. And you're being called to become one. Chances are you are already a cycle breaker. And I'm going to tell you how. But before I do, I want you to head on over there and I want you to get your cup of tea and I want you to get your Let's Talk Her Wellness journal and an amazing pen. And if you don't have that journal, you can go on to www.letstalkherwellness.com and you can order one. And you can order you a teacup. And listen, while you're at it, because we like to share the beauty of wellness over here, Lady J and I, go and get one of your wonderful sister friends because women like to be sick in silence. And we over here on Let's Talk Her Wellness, we are dismantling that. So today's episode is the habit of cycle breakers. We're going to talk about what it actually takes, a day-to-day decision to interrupt what was passed down to you and hand something different to whoever comes next. Not perfection, not a total eraser of your story, but a redirected river. But before we go further, I want to thank today's sponsor and one of the great loves of my work, Let's Talk Her Wellness, the podcast and radio show I co-host with my sister friend, Lady J. If She Heals is where we go deep and slow, honey, Let's Talk Her Wellness is where Lady J and I get real, we get raw, we get practical about what it means to be a woman navigating wellness in a world that rarely pauses long enough to let you catch your breath, honey. So girlfriend, let's sit down. Let's get cozy together for a few minutes as we listen and learn because, girl, the right information can change and save your life. Every episode, we're unpacking the emotional, physical, spiritual, and relational layers of what it means to actually take care of yourself. Not the Pinterest version, the real version. The version where self-care sometimes look like crying in your car, girl, before you walk back into that house, and you know how we do with that. The version where wellness means finally telling the truth about what hurts. Yup, telling the truth about what hurts. If today's conversation stirs something in you, I want you to go find us there too. Search Let's Talk Her Wellness wherever you get your podcasts and come sit with two women who have been in the trenches of healing professionally and personally, and who are not going to, we are not over here. We are not going to sugarcoat it for you, okay? Let's get into it. What is a cycle breaker? Let's define our terms, because this phrase gets us, we have gotten used to, we hear it a lot. We got used to it, cycle breaker, but this phrase get used a lot right now, and I don't want us just wearing it like it's a trendy t-shirt, but I want us understanding it in our bones. A cycle is any pattern, emotional, relational, financial, or spiritual, generational. This repeats itself because it was never interrupted. Cycles aren't always dramatic. Sometimes a cycle is as quiet as nobody in my family has ever gone to therapy. Nobody in my family has ever said I'm sorry and meant it. Nobody in my family has ever rested without guilt. A cycle breaker is someone who looks at this inherited pattern, often unconsciously absorbed before they even had language for it. And it says it stops with me, not out of rejection or where they came from, but out of love for where they're going and who's coming behind them. Here's what I need you to hear. Though cycle breaking is not a single decision, it is not a New Year's resolution. It's not a moment on a mountaintop where you suddenly transform. Breaking cycle is a practice. It is built a habit by habit, day by day, sometimes minute by minute. That's why we're not talking today about moments you decided to break the cycle. We're talking about the habit that actually get you there and keep you there. I've identified 7 of these habits, and this is where your note taking is going to come in at, because we're going to write down these 7 habits, and then we're going to give you some homework and what to do. Okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. In my own life and in the lives of the women I've had the honor of walking alongside, let's walk through them together. Okay? Habit number 1, naming the pattern. You cannot, you cannot break what you refuse to name. You cannot do it. This is always where it starts. So many of us grew up inside dysfunction, so normalized, we thought it was just how families are. Yelling was normal, silence after conflict was normal, a parent numbing out was normal, love that came with conditions, attract was normal. And when something is your baseline, you don't question it, you replicate it. Let me say that again. When something is your baseline, you don't question it, you replicate it. The first habit of a cycle breaker is developing the discipline of noticing, catching yourself mid-reaction and asking, who voices this? Where did I learn this response? This is unforgettable. This is uncomfortable work. It requires you to look honestly at people you love. Parents, grandparents, the community that raised you, without demonizing them, but also without protecting the pattern out of loyalty. I want to be really clear, because I'm going to go back and say with that. Without protecting the pattern of loyalty. I want you to put that in your memory note. I want to really be clear here, because I know some of you are already feeling that tug of guilt. Naming a pattern is not the same as blaming a person. Your mother did the best she could with the tools she had, and also the pattern still needs to be named, or it will keep moving through your bloodline like it has a passport. Practice for this week. Remember I said I was going to give you homework? Let's write this down. Keep a small note in your phone. Every time you feel a strong reaction, anger, shut down, over-explaining, is that you? People pleasing, is that you? Pause and write one sentence. This reminds me of, that's it. That's all I want you to write. This reminds me of. That's it. You're just building the muscle of awareness. You cannot skip this step, sis. You can't. Every cycle breaker I have ever met, myself included, had to become a student of their own patterns before they could become an editor of them. You hear me? Come on, let's jump into habit 2, building the boundary muscle. Once you can name the pattern, the next habit is boundaries. And I want to talk about the practical, not just the conceptual, because I know set boundaries has become almost a throwaway phrase. A boundary is not a wall. A boundary is not punishment. A boundary is simply a clear communicated line about what you will and will not participate in, tolerate, or absorb. Cycle breakers practice boundaries as a daily habit, not a one-time confrontation. Here's what that looks like in real life. Saying, I'm not able to talk about this right now, but I do want to this cycle back later. I want to circle back later. I don't want to talk about it right now, but I want to circle back later, instead of either exploding or going silent. Leaving a family gathering before you deplete instead of staying until resentment sets in. So wait a minute. So you're saying that if I go over here to this cookout, and I need to leave, that's all right? Yeah. Leaving a family gathering before you're depleted instead of staying until resentment sets in is all right to leave, girlfriend. It is all right to go. It is all right to exit left. Not answering a phone call. Wait a minute, because y'all know this is a big one. You mean to tell me I don't have to answer every telephone call? Not answering a call in the moment when you know the conversation will pull you into old patterns, and calling back when you're grounded. Okay. Telling a friend, I love you, and I'm not going to be the person who fixes this for you. Let me slow that one down. Telling a friend, I love you, and I'm not going to be the person who fixes this for you. For many of us, especially those raised in cultures or households where obedience and self-sacrifice were praised as virtues, boundaries can feel like betrayal. I want to gently push back on that feeling. A boundary is not a betrayal of your people. It is often the very thing that protects your capacity to keep showing up for them at all from a place of choice instead of depletion. Let me give you the practice for this week. Choose one small boundary, not the biggest one, the smallest one you can actually hold. Practice saying it out loud alone before you ever have to say it to a person. Cycle breakers rehearse their new language before they need it. Let's get into habit 3, tending the nervous system. I'm going to slow this one down because I need everybody to hear this at the back of the room. I need everybody to hear this. This is where my background in lymphedema therapy, pain management, and body work really comes alive, because I want you to understand something foundational. Cycles don't just live in your mind. They live in your body. They live in your gut. Your nervous system was shaped by your earliest environment. If you grew up around unpredictability, you will learn to stay on alert. If you grew up around emotional withdrawal, your body will learn to shut down as protection. These are not character flaws. These are survival adaptations, but adaptations that once kept you safe as a child. can become the very habit that keep you stuck as an adult. Hello, cycle breakers develop a habit of regulating the body, not just analyzing the mind. This might look like slow, deliberate breathing before responding in a triggering conversation, movement, walking, stretching, swimming, dancing to literally discharge stress held in the body, learning your own early warning signs, a tight jaw, a clenched stomach, shallow breath, and treating those as sacred information, not as inconvenience. Essential oils. I love essential oils. Herbal support, warm bath touch, rest. The physical rituals that tell your body you are safe now. I always tell the women I work with, you cannot think your way out of nervous system response. You have to soothe your way out of it. Hey, let me say that again. You cannot think your way out of nervous system responses. You have to soothe your way out of it. This is why the work of healing is never only spiritual or only mental. It is deeply, unavoidably physical. Your body has been holding the cycle. Your body gets to be a part of releasing it too. Come on, let's write this down. Identify one somatic practice you'll return to daily, even for 90 seconds. Breathe, stretch, oil, pray with your hand or your chest, small and repeat beats, big and abandon. All right? Habit 4, anchoring in faith. I absolutely love this. For me and for so many of the women I walk with, this next habit is the load-bearing wall of the whole house. Faith. Breaking a generational cycle is spiritual warfare, wrapped in ordinary Tuesday decisions. It's easy in a moment of clarity to say, I will not repeat this. It's much harder at 9 p.m. when you're exhausted, triggered, and the old pattern is right there. Familiar and easy, like a well-worn path through the woods. That's when faith becomes the thing that holds you when willpower runs out. I often return to 2 Corinthians 4, 8, and 9. That's not a promise of an easy road. It's a promise that the road, however hard, does not get to have the final word over you. Cycle breakers build a rhythm, not just a belief, of returning to God. Morning prayer before the phone, scriptures on the mirror, a worship playlist for the drive when old grief tries to rise up. Journaling as an act of surrender, not just self-help. This is the habit that reminds you you are not doing this alone. In your own strength, white-knuckling your way to a different life. You are being carried even on the days you can't feel it. I want you to practice this. Choose one anchor verse or prayer and place it somewhere. You'll see it daily, not for decoration, but as a rope to hold when the current pulls. Habit 5, letting yourself be helped. Ooh, this is a good one here, ladies. Now, here's a habit that trips up strong women more than almost any other, and I say this with so much love. I say it with so much love because I have been this woman, the habit of actually receiving support. So many of us were raised to be the strong woman, the fixer, the one who holds everyone else together. We know how to give care fluently. We are far less fluent in receiving it, but cycle breaking is not a solo sport. You cannot out-discipline generational trauma by yourself in a locked room. You can't do it, sis. You need witnesses. You need mirrors. You need people who can see your blind spots. Because by definition, you cannot see your own blind spots. The habit looks like going to therapy and staying in therapy even after the crisis has passed. Having at least one relationship where you tell the truth without managing the other person's reaction. Joining community, a class, a circle, a sisterhood, where healing isn't a performance, it's shared language. Ask yourself for help with the practical things: child care, finances, a listening ear, instead of providing your worth through exhaustion. Cycle breakers practice letting themselves be loved in their unfinished state, not just their polished one. This is a habit, and like any habit, it gets stronger with repetition. Every time you let someone help you and you don't collapse into shame about it, you are literally rewiring what you learned about what strength means. So the homework for this one is, and I want you to write this down, I want you to ask one person this week for one specific piece of help this week. Not a hint, don't hint around it. Not a vague hope they'll notice, nope. A direct ask. Notice what comes up in your body when you do it. Habit 6, practicing forgiveness as release. Ooh, this is a really big one. This is huge. But hey, listen in, come close. This habit is often misunderstood. So let me be precise. Forgiveness is not saying what happened to you was okay. Not saying that. It's not reconciliation. It is not reopening a door to a relationship that isn't safe. Forgiveness as a cycle-breaking habit. Forgiveness as a cycle-breaking habit, I said it again, is the ongoing practice of releasing the charge that keeps you tethered to what hurts you. Unforgiveness is heavy, and cycle breakers learn, often slowly, often with a lot of setbacks, that carrying that weight into every new relationship, every new season, every new generation is its own kind of inheritance. Not because the pain wasn't real, it was real, but because you deserve to walk into your future with open hands, not clenched fists. This is a practical habit because forgiveness is rarely a single even. It's something you may have to choose again on a random Wednesday when a memory surfaces. Cycle breakers build a small ritual of release. Writing a letter you never send, praying for a person who hurt you even when you don't feel like it, speaking the words "I release this" out loud until your body starts to believe your mouth. I want you to practice this. Write this down, sis. Name one thing, not necessarily the biggest thing. Start smaller. You are willing to practice releasing this week. Write it down. Then physically do something symbolic. Burn it, bury it, tear it, pray over it. And let's get into habit number 7. Modeling the new pattern. Yeah, now that we got all 6 of those down, now we got to model it, sis. Here's the habit that closes the loop. Cycle breakers don't just stop the old pattern. They consistently build and demonstrate the new one out loud in front of witnesses. This might mean modeling healthy conflict in front of your children or your niece and nephews instead of hiding disagreement behind closed doors. It might mean saying "I was wrong, I'm sorry" in a family that never said those words. It might mean showing the people watching your life that rest doesn't have to be earned, that love doesn't require self-abandonment, that faith and boundaries can live in the same sentence. You don't have to have children for this to matter. Cycle breaking ripples out to niece, grandchildren, mentees, friends, your community. Someone is always watching, sis. How you handle pressure, how you can handle apology, how you handle rest. Every time you choose the new pattern where the old one used to live, you are laying down a new path for someone else's feet, whether or not you ever know their name. I want you to write this down. Last but not least, Choose one moment to narrate your new pattern out loud to someone younger or watching you. Not a lecture, just a simple, honest sentence. I used to handle this differently, and I'm choosing something new. Let's bring this all together. Let's bring it all together. Let's bring these 7 together, because I don't want this to just be information you nod along to and then set it down. Name the pattern, build the boundary, tend the body, anchor in faith, let yourself be helped, practice release, and model the new way. These are not 7 boxes to check once. They are 7 habits to return to again and again and again for the rest of your life, because cycle breaking is not a finish line, it's a way of life. It's just like I tell my clients, wellness is not a trend. Wellness is a lifestyle. So if you take nothing else from today, I want you to hear this. You were not created to carry what was handled to you forever. Let me say that again. You were not created to carry what was handed to you forever. You were created with the capacity, with the God-given capacity to interrupt the needs, interrupting, and to hand down something different. This is not arrogance. This is not disrespect to where you came from. This is stewardship of everything, everyone still to come. Before we close, I want to circle back one more time to our sponsors and my heart home. Let's Talk Her Wellness with me and Lady J. If today stirred something loose in you, a memory, a pattern, a question you didn't have language for before, that's exactly the kind of conversation we keep having over there on Let's Talk Her Wellness every single episode, with no topic too tender to touch. Go find Let's Talk Her Wellness, whether you listen to podcasts and come sit with us at www.letstalkherwellness.com, on Facebook and all of our social media platforms. To everyone listening to She Heals Today, thank you for giving me this time, this trust, this space in your ears and in your life. If this episode met you somewhere, I'd love for you to share it with the women in your circle who needs to hear that cycles can stop with her too. And until next time, walk gently with yourself. You are not behind. You are not far gone. You are even now in the middle of becoming the ancestor someone else needs. This has been She Heals. I'm Lynette Thomas. Go and heal so you can help someone else do the same. And until next time, don't be in pieces, but be at peace. And share this with all the amazing queens in your life. Until next time, be well.